Welcome back to another Gran Turismo 7 video. I hope you've all had a good week, and thanks for all the support you've been giving the channel as well. It's greatly appreciated. So I've got highlights of 3 daily race B races for you from this week. I've been avoiding the daily race C race at Le Mans in Group 1 as it's been killing people's driver rating and forcing driver rating resets if you get the bump drafting wrong. Anyway, daily race B is 4-lap sprint at Grand Valley Highway, and I'm driving the 2018 Nissan GTR Group 3 car. As always, if you like this video at any point, then please like and subscribe, and as always, I'd love to hear your comments on the racing action in the comments below. So into the racing action then. This is race 1 where I qualified 7th. And bring you into the action in the middle of the second lap, just before the carnage and chaos is about to kick off. The problem with this race is it being a 4-lap sprint race. Everyone's very eager to make it places as quickly as they can, which tends to lead to a lot of fighting in the early laps, and then causes the field to spread after a number of incidents have taken place. So I've started 7th, I'm back up to 7th. Having lost a few places on the first lap, and I don't make life any much easier for myself by cutting the course there and getting myself a half-second penalty. So no bother, just need to build up a bit of a gap to the Porsche behind, but in so doing go wide into this corner, and the Porsche is all over my tail, and even has a look going down into this corner here. So not looking good really in terms of the strategy. Again, trying to extend the gap, which I have done to a certain extent. But exiting this corner just before the penalty zone, I do just scrape the wall, which loses me some momentum. So the Porsche is all over me, but I've got the inside. I'm braking as late as I can, and back on his inside, letting the Porsche and the Audi behind fight. But essentially now I'm at the head of the train as we head onto the home straight, as we finish the 3rd lap onto the 4th final lap. So doing my best here to try and defend and as best I can. The straight line speed of the Nissan isn't amazing, but we seem to be able to hold on. But in front of us, the Porsche does something a bit strange. Goes very wide into the first corner. I get very excited and I lose the tail. So I've lost momentum again going on to this into this next section. But hoping that I can catch up back to this Porsche and see if we can actually make some positions up from my starting position. So having to get the balance right between defence and aggression, but again the Porsche goes very wide again, gets a nice drift on, but it's not very quick, giving me an opportunity to catch back up. So fast forwarding again towards the end of the 4th lap, and I can't make the move. So started P7, finished P7. So on to race 2, qualified 6th. I'd managed to gain 1 position on the first lap, and we joined the action as at the end of the 2nd lap, beginning of the 3rd, battling a Porsche and an Alfa Romeo. The Alfa goes a little bit wide into the first corner, and we have a bit of a drag race coming up to this sequence of corners. He just gets ahead, so I back out, but he does just cut the dirt and goes over to the white line, which leaves him with dirty tyres and a half-second penalty, and allows me the opportunity to just cut down on the inside. So that was pretty good. So I made up 2 positions so far this race. Sticking with the Alfa, really struggling with the dirty tyres, with these racing hard tyres that we've got on. The remainder of this race was really dominated by the race between this Porsche and the BMW, which I'm desperate to get involved in. So the Porsche is drawing alongside the BMW. He's got the inside for the next corner, but the BMW is giving it a good fight around the outside. But the Porsche seems to have it. He's ahead through the chicane. But the BMW's got the advantage here because it's definitely got stronger straight line speed. So we'll see how it gets on against the Porsche as in the slipstream as we go onto the home straight for the end of the third lap and the beginning of the fourth. It's really pulling it in, really pulling it in. I'm nowhere to be seen. I'm in the background. So BMW's definitely got the momentum heading towards turn one, and he's through. A bit wide though. Porsche comes back on exit. Funny though, you'll notice in the background one of the bollards has ended up on the track. I had a quick look back at the replay, and it was like that from the start of the race. So I suspect that that was taken out in practice. Anyway, the race between the BMW and the Porsche continues. I'm doing my best to try and get into the battle. Porsche is holding a tighter line, is able to extend its advantage over the BMW, and if anything, the BMW is falling into my grasp. But the BMW driver keeps trying. But I'm still there in the background. So I'll actually switch to the BMW camera. So I sort of feel that this is really my only chance to get into his mirrors, see if I can spook him into making into a mistake into this tunnel. So you'll see me dive to the inside, but the move isn't on. So yeah, we just make it through this final chicane, and then we'll fast forward it to the line. But essentially, qualified 6th, made up 2 places, finished 4th. Not bad going at all. So we get to race 3, where we join the action midway through the first lap, and there is a lot of action. A lot goes on here, especially starting so far back in 9th. I've made this corner one of my favourite overtaking spots, and I just sneak in alongside that Porsche, getting in behind the Audi, getting pushed wide by that Porsche, but able to maintain the inside. So fast forwarding a little bit further to the close of this lap, because nothing really changes. Essentially in the slipstream of this Audi in front, but desperate to get ahead. So I'm pulling the Audi in. I'm looking to see if there's a move that can be done on the inside, and I've pulled out, and there looks to be space. As we draw closer to the corner, it's very tight. I've got 2 wheels on the dirt. A bit of contact is made. I do apologise. That was a bit rough, but not sorry enough to hand the place back. So now looking to attack the Porsche in front. So I've seen my opportunity. I'm very late on the brakes. I didn't think I was actually going to stop, but I managed to get in front of the Porsche, and the Porsche and the Audi have a bit of side-by-side action. I love this camera. Really good. And so fast forwarding our way through the second lap. Nothing really happens on the third lap, but it all kicks off at the end of the third lap into the fourth lap, where I'm in the slipstream with the Lamborghini in front, desperately just trying to make some time up, and then try and find an opportunity to pounce. So getting a good exit out of the first corner, balancing the speed and the grip through this right-left combination, and trying to concentrate on getting a good exit out of this hairpin, which is a little bit downhill and cambered as well. And we jump on board, and you'll notice that he takes the middle of the road, so leaving a little bit of space on the inside. And this is one of my favourite overtaking spots here, and through I go. He wasn't particularly happy with me about that. He even accused me of being a Verstappen, which I would never claim to be. It was a tough move, but I think it was fair. But it was pivotal for the race, because the Porsche in front's got a half-second penalty, which they're just about to serve now, and just about getting the traction that I need out of this corner. Um, as you can see, it's pivotal that I made the move on the Lamborghini because I've managed to get myself ahead of the Porsche, but the Porsche had enough of a margin to the Lamborghini to stay ahead. Anyway, so that's us going through the final chicane at the end of the fourth lap, and we'll fast forward to the end because there's nothing else that really happens in this race other than finishing P3 having started P9. Thanks again for all the support that you've given the channel over the last week. If you'd like this video at any point, then please like and subscribe, and as always I'd like to hear your views on any of the racing action in this video in the comments below. Thanks for watching, see you again soon.